going to be putting a blower motor in my 2010 Toyota Tundra, and the one I got, I bought it from Amazon, and I read the reviews on it, and it was saying that it was louder than the factory blower motor. Well, I'm not so sure, but here's what I'm thinking. If it's anything like my blower motor that's going out, it is quiet right now because it's not blowing. You can see right here it's on high, and I can hear the blower motor down there making like a little bit of a sound, but there is hardly any air blowing out of that. A little napkin. Nothing. I mean, it's like nothing. That's already bent like that. So if I turn it like this way, it's actually blowing that little bit. Which that sucks. It's not enough air. But it has stopped working, and I have to reach down there and smack it, the blower motor, to get it to start working. So here's the blower motor that I got. It's right here. I done took it out of the box. It looks identical. The factory plug, everything looks the same. So what I'm thinking is if you've got an old blower motor in your truck and it is not spinning efficiently, it's going to be less noisy because it's not blowing as much air, so the airflow is going to be less noisy. But when you put a new one in and it's actually turning the RPMs that it should, it's going to get louder. So I'm not sure on the reviews if they're saying it's like super loud or if it's just air blowing. So we're going to find out. But guys, I will leave a link to this blower motor in the description. It fits a from 2007 to a 2020 Toyota Tundra 5.7. It fits a lot of other models too, some Dodge vehicles, some Highlanders, and but we're going to be installing it in my 2010 Toyota Tundra. So let's get started on it. Alright, so right here you've got a cover. You want to take your finger and put it right here and pull down on that just a little, just like that. And at the same time, run a tool. It doesn't really matter what tool, but keep it towards the front of the box and push it up, and then just kind of pull back and it will pop down. And there's 4 of those across here, and then there's another one way over here back there, right there. You want to pull them out. Now there's also a plastic keeper right here that kind of throws you off when you're pulling this down, but I'll show you as I pull it off. The second one already came loose, the third one's already loose. Let's get the 4th one. I'll put that up in there. Pull down on it right here. And then once you pull that, you've got to kind of pull it kind of hard. Just make sure you've got that clip pulled. And right here's that little keeper that makes you think you don't have this one loose, but you actually may. And all you're doing when you push that in there is you're pushing this tab in right here. And then this just pulls straight out. You can wiggle it and then pull it straight out like that. Alright, there is 3 bolts that hold that in. One here, one right back here, and then one right here. But the first thing you need to do is disconnect this connector right here that will pull that out. And there is a little push tab right there. You can see me pushing that. And then pull down on the wires, wiggle it back and forth, keep that tab pushed in, and then it will pull down just like that. Now we just need to take the 3 bolts out. You need a 8mm. I'm using a nut driver. And just take these 3 bolts out right here. There's 1. 2. And the 3rd one is right here. Now as you're turning this one loose, hold up on that blower motor because it's going to fall. It looks like this wire is in your way right here, but it's really not. If you're careful, you can drop this down and then pull it from the back side back here and just ease it down, and it will come out and roll around that wire. Alright, let's do a little comparison here. That's the original. And that is the aftermarket one on Amazon. The blower motor resistor is built into this motor and this one, so you don't, as far as I know, the truck does not have a separate blower motor resistor. It's built into the motor, but it looks the same, so we're going to install it and then we'll do a test and see how loud and how much air that blows compared to what it did when I first started. Alright, just make sure you've got it aimed the right direction and put it in kind of like upside down. Y'all can see that. That way you can roll that tab right here. This tab, roll it around that wire. Put it above that wire. And then just feed it just a little bit. Push on it just a little. And work it up in there. And then there you go. It's in. Put your bolts back in. Gotta kind of hold it and then put your bolt in your driver. I'd recommend a short socket because that way your bolt will stick out just a little bit so you can get it started. If you use a deep well, the bolt's probably gonna fall down in the socket and then none of it will stick out like that in front of the, and then you could just start it up in there. And this is as simple as can be. You can do it in probably 10 minutes or less on your own and probably save yourself a bunch of money. Last screw. Plug your connector up. It should plug right in. If I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Push it till you hear it click. And then there it is. It is installed. I'm going to put the cover back on and then we will check it out. That cover, it has a piece that goes in this hole right here and one over there too. So you got here, if you can see that, and then here. You just slide them in them holes, and then I push this up first, if you can see that. Push that up in there, and then I just latch those pieces back Do that all the way across, and then you're done. All right, let's start it up. I got the blower motor turned off. And before, when I put it on low, you couldn't even hear it. You know what's crazy? It's putting out more air, or about the same air right there on low as it was before. Let me get that. See how it's, and it's actually, I don't even hear the motor. So let's go up a notch. Trying to get it. Y'all see that? Let's go on up. I mean, I know that's blowing loud. I can hear the air. Let's crank it up. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. That blower motor is not that loud. It is not as loud as the comments made it to be. All I hear is air blowing, and it's working just fine. Sounds good. It's not too loud. But guys, if you like this video, leave me a like. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Leave me a comment. Don't forget, I'm going to leave a link in the description to that blower motor. So if you need that same blower motor, there'll be a link to it in the description. You just click the link and it'll take you right to where you can get you one. But thanks for watching, guys.